For the land of the free.
Welcome, basketball fans, to a very special Veterans Day edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge joins us from the sideline. Hey, Dave.
Well, we all saw the media frenzy that surrounded Anthony Davis.
Winning a big part of it, David. Thank you. On Sunday, they'll face off against Paul George. And then on Sunday, they'll be facing Kawhi Leonard. Now the starting group for the visitors. They've got Anthony Davis, Fred VanVleet out there with Brooks. And then there's Steven Adams. And it's Ennis in at the 3, the small forward. We've got Evan Fournier. Hart is out there with Williamson. Then there's Derrick Rose. And it's Ibaka in at the 5 down low. Now here's Williamson. Kicks to Rose. Just 5 on the clock. The feed to Ibaka. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Steven Adams picks one up. And Greg, last season, the best scoring average of Serge Ibaka's career.
Even with a down year as far as his three-point shooting, Ibaka's still very efficient, getting more of his offense around the rim, playing some at the 5.
Now here's VanVleet. He's covered by Rose. Lets it go from 14. That's good from Davis on the assist by Ennis.
As dangerous as he is inside, Davis gives opponents nightmares when he's able to get to the mid-range. He's very reliable when he steps back and takes the jump shot.
Now here's Fournier. And the pass to Williamson. Yes, that goes in.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Adams trying to free himself up. Count that bucket.
And, you know, got to admire the patience inside from Davis. Outstanding at staying under control, taking his time, and burying the quality shot.
Now here's Rose. And he uses the glass on the layup.
I mean, if the defender is going to play off like that, then you know what's going to happen. There are going to be points put on the board.
First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Here's VanVleet. Ibaka with some nice D.
Boy, that defense smothered him in there. Love the intensity.
Fournier gets a wide open look. Buries the corner 3.
And the quick release of Fournier. Man, he's so good at getting his shot off as soon as the pass reaches his hand.
It's Davis on the wing. Back to VanVleet. Shoots over Fournier. And that concludes the first quarter of play. The home team up by 4. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. James Ennis played in Australia, Puerto Rico, the G League. He talked about his NBA journey and his goals.
Just to be a rotation player.
And with the importance of the 3-ball nowadays, Greg, a great goal for Ennis.
He possesses length and athleticism on the wing, and if he can reliably knock down the triple, he's a consistent rotation player in this league.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
Hill is out there with Korkmaz. Then it's Young. Then it's Kelly Olynyk. And it's Melly in at the 4-man position. And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Hazonia out there with Muscala. Then it's Curry. Then it's Fred VanVleet. And it's Fernando in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, one of the things that teams are more aware of in the age of analytics is the importance of sleep. And those teams are making adjustments. Morning shoot-arounds have been moved in some cases to the afternoon or eliminated altogether. There are many fewer teams that are taking red-eye flights across country. Some teams even give players orange-tinted glasses to encourage them to sleep. There's a lot of work to be done in this field, but the direction is clear.
Continuing to evolve. All right, David, thank you. Pass to Melly. And here is Olenek. He kicks to Young. Back to Olenek. This one for three. Good on the triple.
And listen, if you're 7 foot and can shoot threes, there's a place for you in today's NBA. Olenek has that rare combination.
And now, here's Hazonia, defended by Young. Now Hazonia from deep three-point range, and the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. The home team, they're up by 2. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the 3rd quarter after our halftime. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. We're seeing more and more young coaches in the NBA. You think this is a trend? Is it completely circumstantial? What's your view on that?
Well, I think you've got more younger coaches that are capable and able to coach. And the league is quite young, too. I think it's a current trend. But we've seen that before in decades past when it seems the wave of coaches are younger. I think it's more or less kind of the cycle of life that we see across a lot of different industries.
Williamson out there with Ibaka. Then there's Derrick Rose. Then it's Evan Fournier. And it's Hart in at the small forward. That's the group starting the second half for Lloyd Pierce. Here's Adams following the basket by Evan Fournier. Here's Van Vliet. He's off on that one. Rose with some nice D.
And boy, what a year it was for Derrick Rose. And the sea of fans hoping that he would get back to what he once was, as he was electric.
Now here's Fournier. 5 points in the game.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
On the wing, Brooks. 46 seconds left to play in the 3rd. Van Vliet with the bounce pass. Good work there as it goes. And it's 8 points for Anthony Davis.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Now here's Fournier, and Fred Van Vliet is going to pick up a foul. That's his first foul. Seth Curry, he's checked in for Fred Van Vliet. 30 seconds left to play in the 3rd. Here's Hill. From down in the low post, it goes.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight, neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Now here's Curry. He's been quiet so far, still no points in the game. Here's Davis. Here's Adams. Off target at the rim. Three quarters of play in a close game here. The home team, they lead by 2. And we're coming right back after this break to get the 4th quarter underway. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this 4th quarter promises to be a good one. Here's Fournier. You've got Ennis. Brooks is out there with Seth Curry. Then it's Anthony Davis. And it's Fernando in at the center position. It's Hill on the wing. Banked in off the glass.
Yeah, the clever Frenchman. Fournier solid at recognizing when the defense isn't covering one of his teammates.
To the paint. Here's Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
Now here's Fournier. Fernando pulls it in.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Here's Brooks. A shot that time, not on target. Nice D from Fournier. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Davis with some nice D.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
Now here's Curry. Following the miss by Evan Fournier. 4 on the clock. Over Hill. Curry can't get it to go. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Here's Fournier. Goes back up. Good.
No, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
And Steve Clifford wants a timeout. Guys, what do you think?
Trying to stay alive, they've got to work quickly.
They're going to draw up a play here, I think, to get a shot right off of the inbounds pass and not waste too much time at all.
And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Evan Fournier.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Steve Clifford had to say to his team. He talked about X's and O's, but he also said, hey, guys, we got to trust each other, stick together, and leave it all out on the floor. We'll see if they've got enough left to get over the top, Kevin.
Out of France, the sharp-shooting Fournier, an important player to this team because of his scoring ability.
And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game.
You've got to figure those are the free throws that officially put this game out of reach.
And Steve Clifford wants a timeout. Guys, what's your take?
It's still a sliver of hope.
Yeah, but they've got to score and then foul immediately.
Here's Van Vliet. From outside, off the mark. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
At the line.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. And the second of 2 is good. That makes it a 7-point lead. 5 seconds left in the fourth quarter. From deep. No good. And so they get the victory here at home. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm when they needed to. On both ends, just effective in terms of coming away with this win.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. So long and good night, everyone.